Seems like you're in a hurry, dog. What's going on?
I'm ready. I'm amped up.
Your vagina.
Do this shit.
Your vagina is leaking,
Just
dog.
staring here at you, play with your foam.
That's all I do. Here you go, son. Right here, just like that.
I can do that right now.
Then do it. Then
If it's
then do it.
pixelated
Then do
stuff like that, I can do it. It's like the highly detailed stuff that looks like people. I can't do that.
Well, you gotta start somewhere, dog. Get to it.
Just how about you let me get the third project out now?
What?
But you just let me get the third project out, and then we'll.
You're slacking. Did I show you this?
See. No, who was that from?
I don't know. Some guy made it on DeviantArt
Yeah.
or whatever. It's like a cool looking chevron.
Yeah, that's cool.
Anyways, so we're talking about your perler art bead or your perler art. You're getting really into it now.
Break down. Oh, Jesus.
Are you gonna get distracted by white boy music?
Yeah, I am. There's white girls in there. See, I could do that. See, I could do that. I could probably do that. It's gonna take forever, but I could do that.
You need to get like all set up like these right here, where it's all the Tupperware full of, like colored.
Yeah, that's
individual colors.
That's gonna be the next thing.
What
like
you need to
separate
do.
all the colors.
So if you guys don't know what it is, like those perler beads are those little circle plastic beads, and then you put them in those little trays, and then makes designs. What you need to do is just buy those gigantic tubs of like 50, 20, 30,000 ones, and then just spend like a Saturday splitting them all the colors up.
Oh yeah, you were showing me. Those people are crazy that have like. Looks like a lot of people had the setup for that, and then they
said they get
they
bored
got
or
rid of
whatever.
them, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, ultimately, if you buy the big, if you buy the big tubs and you split them up, you'll save a lot of money. Okay, I seriously want you to make some of these. I want Donkey Kong and Diddy.
See, look, that's a lot of detail. It don't look as pixelated as other stuff.
It's not that bad. Look, they're probably a little bigger than you think they are, but still.
Yeah, all right, they might be a little bit bigger.
That's not bad.
All right, so I'm still in the beginning phase. Like, he's showing me stuff that's a little bit bigger. I feel like I could do it, though, because it's not super fine detail. Like, some are really, like, super detailed that look like people, almost.
Right.
I can't do that.
Well, no, nobody's telling you to go 0 to 100. It's not like I'm telling you to just star in a porno right now. But I'm telling you,
I'm amped up right now.
I'm telling you. He's going to start AK-47 again, right? Just get into it. All I'm saying, man, is you got to start hitting the pavement, running. Just hit the pavement and running, dog.
Yeah. So what I do? First I did the bomb from Mario. That came out pretty good. The print came out pretty quick.
Hey, you can start putting these on your eBay site. No? Get an Etsy store.
I have to get an Etsy store. So I did that bomb from Mario, and then I did the Tanuki suit for you.
Which apparently you gave it to some chick apparently.
Gave
me a Tanuki suit, and you just gave it to some hoe. She didn't even give you boob or anything. You just gave it to her.
No, the old lady at work was like, "Oh, that's cool. Huh? You gotta bring those so I can see them," because she was looking at them on Facebook. I think I put it on Facebook, and she's like, "Oh, that's really cool," and she's like, "Oh, you gotta bring them to work so I can see them." I was like, "All right." So I brought them, and she was looking at them, and then she's like, "Oh, those are really cool." And then the other chick was like, "Oh, are these yours? They're in the classroom. Make sure I don't forget to give them to you." Hee hee hee. And I was like, "All right." And I forgot because all kinds of shit popped off.
How old is this girl that stole them from you?
Damn, these white girls inside got fire tastes in hipster music.
I'm hoping this thing doesn't pick it up.
I think it's
really
picking up
hoping.
a lot of it.
It's probably picking a little bit of it. That's why you got to keep talking. Anyways, yeah, man. All I'm saying is...
You said how old is what girl?
The girl that stole my Tanuki suit.
Oh, she's like 92 or something like that, man.
Oh, okay. You should make me the Tanuki suit, but when it's in a stone. When he's like...
I saw that. That's why I went to get more black beads, because I went back during the week to get black beads.
Uh-huh.
And that's what I have now.
Yeah. Or make me the Motivatedresults logo. The black and white one. That's an easy one.
I can do that.
Oh, you should make a gigantic one so I can put it on a wall.
You know,
I'll buy the beads. All you need is white and black.
You know what I need? I need
1,000 ones.
I need more of the backer.
Oh, the backer. Yeah.
I need more of those.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You got to go on eBay, or not on eBay. You got to go on Craigslist and OfferUp
Mhm.
and see if people are just selling their kits. There's selling like a ton of them. Just be like, I'll give you $10 and like I'll bring you a double, and they'll probably give them to you. In fact, probably if you're like, I'll bring you a double and some fries, they'll probably give them to you. Let's be real honest here.
I'll bring you 4 dozens of Krispy Kreme donuts. 'Cause
Yeah, right. You got a coupon.
I got that coupon.
Yeah, man. So I think if you're nice enough to offer them a meal, they'll probably just give them to you. They're probably just taking up storage in somebody's like room in the like a corner of a closet.
It's probably true. Yeah.
So on a
what?
change of topic, tell the fine savages that are listening to us about our anime convention experience. Because it's been a while, we didn't talk about that.
Oh, we didn't talk about that.
No,
The anime convention was pretty cool. I wish you had a little more forewarning about it. You're just like, hey, you want to go to anime convention? I was like,
I didn't know
guess.
about it. The reason I found out about it is because there was somebody on Instagram. I was going through Instagram, and there was somebody who was like, oh, I'm setting up my booth for this whatever convention, and they tagged like Phoenix or whatever, and I was like, what the hell? And I clicked on it, and then I clicked on that link, and then I clicked on another link, and then it led me somewhere all bad in the dark area corner of Instagram, so I had to go back a couple more, and then I kept going, and then I was like, oh shit, there's a convention this weekend, and that's why I just said it all of a sudden, like I didn't know about it. So that's why
it was
cool,
like
the last minute. Otherwise, I would have gotten the tickets early, and we would have saved like $5 or whatever. But whatever. So I thought we would go like the last minute shit, and it worked out, man. It was way bigger than the retro convention. It took up the whole hotel.
Yeah, it took up the whole hotel. Like
It's
what, 3
stories.
levels? Yeah. I mean, their merch area wasn't that big, but they had more stuff you could do.
It was bigger than the Game On, though, wasn't it? Their merch section.
No.
I think the Game On, the vendors individually had bigger booths, but this place seemed like it had more stuff.
It might have more stuff because we did go through it like 3 times.
Yeah,
and every time we went through there, we were like, did we
missed
see
an
that?
aisle, yeah.
And I will say, though, the art at the Game On convention was better because some of the art at this anime convention, I was like, you guys should have stayed at your DeviantArt site.
Yeah, man. Some of it was like really low brow stuff. I'm like, dude, if I had an inkling to do art, and by inkling I mean any artistic ability, I could get where you are very quickly. And that's not me being an asshole. That's just me like
It wasn't good.
that's just me just saying like it wasn't in my mind good enough to have a booth, but there was some really cool stuff that. What the hell's in my throat? Done. Insert joke there. I don't know why they whatever. Oh, remember that guy that from the Game On Expo that you bought those 2 things, those 2 pictures, the ones that kind of changed? I saw his Etsy store like a long time ago. Check it out. He has this one, and if he would have had this one there, I would have bought it.
Wow,
He has a Seiko Bujijima or whatever, the girl from High School of the Dead.
Yeah,
If he would have had that, I would have bought it.
that's pretty funny.
Yeah, that dude comes out with new stuff all the time. Like I followed him now on Instagram, and his art is constantly coming out. Like he does at least one a week.
Damn.
He just did one of like Goku versus Naruto. Oddly enough, it's like the highest level version of Naruto, but like Super Saiyan 1 version of Goku. But whatever. I'm not trying to be a nerd about it or anything.
Is it the highest form of Naruto?
It's like the one where he looks like he's like, I don't know, black and orange, and he's like kind of cat-like.
No, I had to show it to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, tell them about the expo. What'd you think?
So the expo is cool. First thing, we found this. It was a little bit further away because we weren't sure where to park.
Right.
But the parking we got was pretty cool. We got to go over there to do the other video we want to do with the remote control cars and knives.
Oh yeah.
See how fast we can get kicked out of that spot.
Very quickly.
And then 2, it was cool though. Everybody was dressed up. We should have dressed up as something, man.
I don't got any costumes, dude.
We should have put a mop head on you, and you could have been like Goku or something. I don't know.
Hey man, if I still had long hair, I could have done that like temporary white dye, and then grew out my beard, and then just gone in like from the Witcher guy. It's gone and just been the Witcher dude.
And then
I should totally cosplay that before I cut my hair.
Yeah. A lot of A lot of cosplay over there. Some not very good cosplay. Some really good cosplay.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
A lot of hoes dressed up like
Hoes
hoes.
stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
And then not all of them were in a good situation. Like
No.
some of them were very bad situations. There's very few that were a good situation. Let's just put it that
yeah.
way.
So that was cool to see. Like not that situation in general, but that was cool
Just
to see.
the
Like people
cosplay.
got
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Like
a lot of
'cause-
photographers kind of doing that pervy thing where it's like, hey, come over here, girl. Let me take pictures of you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just
It's
it
like
looked
I'm gonna
creepy.
sit on the floor now and shoot up. Is that cool with you?
Yeah. I'm like,
Like,
it's a little
okay.
creepy.
Yeah, but like the first floor, like when you check, they had a bunch of like check-in booths. Like Game On Expo had like 4 check-in booths. I guess we had like 30 of them, which was pretty
Well,
crazy.
because it
to
was
me.
a really big event.
Yeah, I'm just surprised. I thought Game On Expo was pretty big, but no, this one was way bigger.
I did like how both events though had like free arcade machines. Like
Yeah.
you could go and just play games. Like you and I played.
I think that's where
Street
on
Fighter Alpha 3 for a while.
yeah, on the second floor, they had a whole arcade area set up, and still people were Smash Bros has to be like the official game of Arizona, man. People just tear that thing up everywhere here, and so people were on that on like GameCube first thing. People, I don't know how good GameCubes are, but those things apparently run for just hours with no issues.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is, but maybe it's just a very popular game for tournaments.
Yeah, so they were having a tournament too. I think it was the Tekken tournament. DNA loves that. I was trying to get in the Tekken tournament, even though I haven't played Tekken in like years. But whatever. But I don't know where you entered it, but whatever. They had a DDR machine there, of course, because, you know, people love DDR. And then they had a few arcade things. It was Street Fighter Alpha 3, right? Yeah, it was Alpha 3.
I think so.
And Marvel vs. Capcom. And so we played on those for a little while. And then we went up to the next floor, which was the merch floor. And yeah, we looked at all the merch. They had a lot of figures there and a lot of art, like we said. They had the perler bead stuff.
Mhm.
They had some guys with some like knives and swords and stuff. A
Which
lot
is
of Gundam
really
models.
weird.
Yeah, I wanted to almost ask one of those guys, like, if I buy this knife right now, this giant ass sword from The Witcher or whatever the fuck, do I get to like just carry this around with me, or do I got to come back at like closing time to like take it? Because I feel like it's a liability. Like if I got the sword from Highlander, I'm just walking around and I just cut somebody's head off. Like I feel like that's a liability.
I don't think they were sharp, but at the same time, I mean, they had a very good point. Most of them had good points.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
can
that's what I'm
still
saying. A
stab
sword's a
somebody.
sword, man.
You can still stab somebody for sure.
So, but they had a lot of stuff. Like I said, I think it might have been more stuff. They had a lot of figures, but I think some of the figures you could probably find cheaper on eBay. But, you know, and they had a lot of like plush animals too.
Yeah, I mean, all the stuff we found there, like I wasn't super fond of, because a lot of the figures, it seemed like you could just buy them online.
Yeah, I'd do that to her.
and quite a bit cheaper too. So, like, but I always enjoy seeing people's artwork.
Yeah, some artwork was just horrible. And then they also had, since it's a hotel, they had all the conference rooms that you can. They had like different events going on. We missed the like cosplay competition, which apparently the only rule in the cosplay competition was, I think your nipples had to be covered and you couldn't show any wall. So hey, we missed.
We
that.
always seem to miss events. Like we gotta look at the times, but that schedule was so convoluted that
Yeah, it was hard.
I couldn't figure it out.
So we we wanted to go to the most random one we could find, and the most random one we could find also happened to be at the most latest time, almost one of the like latest times. What time we get there? Like at 3?
We got there later.
Yeah. So we wasted a bunch of time. The one we wanted to go to was at 8:30. So was that 8:30?
Wait, what?
The
Which
panel
one?
we want to go to?
No, it was later, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it was 8:30.
It might have been 8:30, something like that. So the panel we went to was, would you flap to this? If
Right.
you don't know what that means, is would you
Jerk off to this?
jerk off to this? Would you beat your meat? Would you DJ hero this? Am I missing any other term?
No, I think you're pretty accurate.
And so we didn't know what that was. I thought it was going to be like a cosplay competition or something.
Yeah, we didn't know what to expect.
So turns out they're just showing you a bunch of hentai. And dude, hentai is a weird thing once you go down there. Once you go down that hole, man.
Well, they had a lot of. Well, describe to them like the crazy stuff they were showing. Like it wasn't all normal stuff. It was very niche-y, extreme.
None of that stuff we saw is normal.
Yeah.
So, oh jeez, is people coming out?
Yeah, you had
No way,
the
I have to
PG-13
wait.
stuff. It was awkward.
Yeah, it was very, very awkward.
Like
Oh,
all
okay,
of it.
so
Go ahead.
I thought they were standing behind this brick and talking. So one thing was, what was the first one they showed? I don't even remember. Oh, she did lock the door.
Yeah. No, I remember the first thing there was when we walked in was there was a dude like that. There was a Pirates of the Caribbean like techno song,
yeah.
and there was that dude shirtless, and you're like, "What's he doing?" And then all of a sudden, he's like singing along and dancing with the song, and then
His giant-ass
he's like dancing, you could tell his like freaking meat staff is just swinging into
view.
yeah, into the shot, and you're just like, what? It's almost comical because this dude's literally just swinging his like man staff around, so it's just funny, but then awkward because I'm like, literally, he's gonna do the whole song like this, huh? And that song isn't like a minute and a half song.
No,
it's
it's
a
like
good 4-minute song.
Yeah.
At some point, it gets very awkward. You're like, all right, well, the joke has now been had and it's gone now. So
Yeah, we can stop this anytime.
yeah. But then after the guy came in, he was the MC, if you will. He came in. He was talking about his files, and he was going through different ones, and essentially, like they started showing like the hentai stuff, right? And so describe some of the videos that were just kind of dark kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
they're kind of dark, man. It's kind of. It's like he says. Once you get into that hole, man, you're going deep in that hole. So one that sticks out in my mind was, oh jeez, so terrible. So apparently they're in the school in Japan, of course. I gotta start by saying this is all in Japan. So they're in a school, and I don't know, some teacher was also in Japanese, so you don't really know what they're saying. They had subtitles, but I couldn't really read it too good. But apparently it's just like, oh, I want you inside me. And she just starts like sucking off a student or something. They just start going balls deep in that.
Oh yeah, this is okay. I remember this one. This is the one that was like X-ray vision.
Yeah.
So like as they're doing stuff, like
Yeah.
there's a X-ray cut off, like a if you ever played Mortal Kombat,
yeah.
where there's like something happens and then there's like a cut off where you could see the bones cracking.
Yeah.
Well, this was like a cut off shot and you could see what
Yeah,
was going on.
yeah,
Like
from an inside view. So, like going stroke for stroke, you could see that, which was just bizarre, man.
but it wasn't even just that. There was also a lot of stuff in that where you were just
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't want to say it, man. It's so bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. So, anyways, long story short, what I liked about that panel though was the in between kind of videos, they would have people tell stories, right?
Yeah.
And the winner of the stories would win this piñata that had a ton of like stuff in it. I don't know what it was in it. And the person who could tell the best story would get the piñata. And you were like, all right, dog, go up there. And I'm like, all right, man, I got this, right? I got this. And then the first story was kind of weak. I was like, whatever.
Yeah, I was like, I
got
got this.
And I was like, I got this. And I was about to get called. I wanted to go up there. I was going to tell, if you guys haven't heard my Queefy story, I don't know what podcast it's in, but you're going to have to go back there and look for it. My Queefy story, I can get that out and make it even better than how I told it on here.
You have like a minute time limit, though. That's a bad
Fuck
thing.
that. I was going to go over that. I was going to have them flash the lights on me, have them take the mic away. So, but then the fire story started coming out. And I realized you were like, dude, you can't do it. Like, you're not going to be able to beat some of these stories. Like, there was a squirter story, and there was a story about her parents, like, doing it where they were on their period. Like it was, I wasn't going to beat some of these stories. But the reality is, if I would have gone up there and hammed it up a bit, like did a really good story version of it, even told the story where I almost got caught. Have I told you this story on the podcast?
Mm-hmm. On the podcast? Probably not.
I don't think I got to tell that story on the podcast. So, long story short, if I would have handed up that story, I could have done it because the dude that won only won because he was a good storyteller. Like, he didn't have the best story. The best story was probably the squirting one, or maybe even the period one. But because I remember those, like all the other ones, they were like whatever. But the winner was like a dude telling a story about he was a designated driver, and people were getting blown in the back seats. And then what happened? He stopped abruptly or something.
I think he hit a deer.
And they choked or something.
And so everybody's getting blowjobs or whatever, so they all choked or whatever. Then they saw that they hit a deer, so all the chicks threw up on the other dudes, on the guys. And I was like, okay, I guess that's
kind of funny, but look.
Is it better than the squirting story? Let me tell you the squirting story real quick.
Okay, so the long story short was that the guy had the girlfriend over.
Yeah.
And then they started messing around, and he didn't know she was a squirter.
Yeah.
And then she squirted all over the sheets, and he's like, oh, what am I going to do? Because they were in his parents' bed, right?
House, yeah.
They were in his parents' bed, and so they were messing around.
I think they were on the couch.
Is that what happened?
Parents' house, yeah.
That's right. So they were messing around. Long story short, the girl squirts, and it goes over the sheets. So he's like, you know what the hell to do? So he puts them away in a closet. Yeah. And then his parents come home, and they're like, oh, let's all watch a movie together. And like, okay, sure. And the mom's like, oh, I'm cold, so let me get my blanket. Yeah. So she gets a blanket, and she wraps it around. She's like, why do these smell like this? I thought they were clean. And they were just all...
Yeah, they're like, oh... I dropped apple juice on it earlier. That's great. How didn't that win?
Dude, the problem, once again, is that the guy was such a good storyteller. And if I could have gone up there and told the queefy story, like hammed it up like a story, then I could have won. I could have won that piñata. But let's be faced. I don't need a piñata full of condoms or whatever else was in that piñata. That's all I remember them, like, really hamming up the fact there was condoms inside the piñata. I was like, look, let's be serious, dog. Let's be serious.
I'll go raw.
No, let's be serious.
Like
those aren't going to
sushi.
fit me. I need to get special order donkey condoms from the feed store. Those ain't going to fit me. Let's be honest here. So I'm going to have to donate those to the rest of the crowd. I'm going to have to pick them out. Like I pick out the bad Cheerios or like the shitty Lucky Charms I don't want, and I give them out to the rest of the crowd.
Man, look, homie, I'm going to go raw. I don't know what that is.
How do I use these discs? Are aliens going to come back for these?
Is this how I contact ET? Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, long story short, overall, the Anime Expo was fun, man. It kind of kept going till 2 a.m., but I was kind of fucking tired because I'm an old man. And I was like, all right, it was time to get home around, 10, 11-ish, 11:30-ish?
You talking about the other one?
Huh?
You talking about the other one?
What other one? Oh, the other panel?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So we went to another panel. You were in the bathroom, and I just sneaked into one, and I was like, oh, this looks interesting. Because there's, like, 2 dudes shirtless and a girl in, like, bra and panties or, like, a swimsuit or something. I don't know. It was a 2-piece. And they were, like, judging or rating or I don't know what they were doing. So when you came out, I was like, all right, let's go check this out. So we were watching that, and I don't know what the rating was for. I don't know why they were even up there. But afterwards, the panel was about to end, and then they were going to do... Well, they were doing a charades, right? So where they picked... Well, that's not charades. It was a charades?
It's improv.
Improv. So they pick up a couple of lines, and they got to incorporate them in the story, which I thought was kind of boring. I didn't like it, to be honest with you. I thought it was dumb.
I think the panel, after I looked at it, was whose anime line is it? So you probably didn't get a lot of them. But, like, I got a bunch of them.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get it. I was like, what? I don't find this funny. The Deadpool guy was really good. There's a guy dressed up as Deadpool.
He had a sign, too.
And he had a sign. And well, actually, the sign was for that nerdy dude that we saw in the last panel. Same sign. But, no, the Deadpool guy was really good because he was kind of Deadpool-like. He was really good at Deadpool. But, anyways, so we just stick around, and I wasn't interested in any of that. I thought that was boring. But afterwards, like, the MC guy was gonna vote another person up for like another strip challenge or whatever.
Yeah, lap dance.
Lap dance. That's what it was. And everybody voted for him to do it, so he sat in the seat, and then he's like, anybody who wants to give me a lap dance, come on up here. So guys and girls all lined up. And then security came in. They're like, hey, you got another like 5 minutes to do this, to hold this room, and then you got to get out. So then he's like, we're gonna play a song and everybody come up here. But before everybody came up there, like there was this, the only one that sticks in mind, dude, is that one like guy that was dressed up as a girl.
Yeah, you're telling me it was a guy.
It was a guy, dude. It was like, and the reason why I didn't know is because he's such a tiny guy, but he was dressed up in woman's stuff, and that dude like was tearing it up. He went up there and he was like, he just threw clothes down, and he was getting into it. Like that's not the first time that dude had done that.
Nope.
But then that dude came in with security, so then they had to like everybody started rushing him, and it was just really hilarious because everybody's just trying their best to kind of be sexy or whatever. But it was pretty funny. But that's the last panel we went to, and so that gave me the idea, man. It would be awesome to do a live podcast. We don't have the following locally, but it would be awesome to be able to sit down and just have a room full of people and just kind of just talk shit, you and I, and then just kind of get people to kind of come up and talk and tell kind of the stories and that'd be fun.
Yeah, I mean, I was telling you, it probably don't even matter. You'd just be like, "Hey, we're having this random ass thing here.
Well,
we
would have to have a big event like that we're taking part in, because otherwise, how are you going to get random people to just come up and talk to you? Do you know what I mean? So it'd have to be something where people can kind of come in and out whenever they wanted to, and the people are already there and they're just looking for entertainment. So I think it's a cool option.
I like it. I think it was well organized.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool, man.
So there you go. There's that story.
So
that adventure.
So I want to kind of touch upon this. I don't know, man. I don't know if I should touch upon this or not.
What?
I'm kind of getting like burnt out with the YouTube shit.
Yeah, man. You do a lot.
Like I've been like putting content out on 2 channels and doing all kinds of shit, and I think I'm just getting like tired of it. And a little bit of me is like, I don't know, man. The problem for me is the fact that it takes so long to edit and create content. You know, like whether it's a fitness channel or it's this channel, like it takes a long time to create content. And I mean, I work a full-time job, and on top of that, it just takes a lot of time. So I'm thinking hard on just stopping content production.
Mm-hmm.
Like at this point, I don't know how old Motivated Results is. It's got to be like 8 years old, 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And this channel is fairly new, but I don't know, man. Get a little burnt out.
Yeah, man. You should take a break.
I don't know. I'm still debating it. I would still do the podcast because the podcast is relatively easy to do, and eventually I think the podcast will move over to iTunes or wherever I can host it and people can get to it easy. But I don't know, man. I'm still on the fence about shit.
Yeah, man. Take a break. Nobody. You're not in like a contract to put out so many videos per month.
I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I mean, I could definitely take a break from Motivated Results. There would.
Shut the fuck up.
There's ricers everywhere, man.
I'm trying to fucking talk.
So, anyways, that's kind of just something I've been thinking about. Maybe something I'll consider doing soon. That dude literally went to that drive-thru and just drove past it. Anyways. Oh, so check this out, dog. I got another story for you. Check this out. So, I went to get a massage today.
Remember how we went to go see the Bellator fight at the movie theaters?
Yeah. Oh, they're having them there?
Yeah.
They have the fights there?
Isn't that more than what we paid for a Bellator fight?
We paid more than a normal ticket, but I don't know if we paid $22 for a ticket.
That's what I paid, I think, almost what I paid for IMAX. Like, primetime showing, like 3D, IMAX 3D.
It's starting to seem like we're about to watch the UFC fight instead of that fight.
Maybe.
Because that's free.
Is it free? The
Fox Sports
real question is, if we're going to go watch the UFC fight, where are we gonna go watch a UFC fight at? Because it's not gonna be where we normally watch it.
You don't think so? It's Sports 1.
Because it's not gonna be where we normally watch it. Because tomorrow's football Saturday.
There's games on Saturday?
College football is all fucking day Saturday. From like 10 a.m. to like 10 p.m.
We'll have to call ahead. Oh, that we'll have to watch it at your house. But anyways, so check this out, dog. I got a massage today.
Your dick?
Hold on.
It's not a story for
Hold on, dog.
podcast.
Hold on. I got a story. So I went to get a massage today. So a long time ago, I got a gift certificate. And I'm like, all right. This is months ago, all right? I've been slacking because I've been busy. All right. You know, doing all kinds of crazy projects and whatever. YouTube shit, apparently. So I went. I didn't know what to expect. I've never had a massage. Never had a massage. I didn't know what to expect. So I go to this establishment, and the first thing that comes to mind is one of those, like, it's a pretty Asian place.
That's racism.
No, look, it's not racism. They're Asian, all right? They're Asian.
Like, where's my handy?
No, like, there's signage all on the entrance where it's, like, all, like, the points of the body and you know, that you know, that shit. You know what I'm talking about. And so I'm like, all right, so whatever, not a big deal. So I walk in there, and the lady's like, oh, hi. And it's like, I don't want to fuck it up. I don't want to be mean. But it was very broken English. You could tell she had a very thick Asian accent. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever. And she showed her the gift certificate thing, and she's like,
shut the fuck.
it's this motherfucker again.
Oh, you can shut up. You're trying. You just can't. Shut the fuck up, though.
I can't do it, man. Everywhere we go. Anyways, at least we're going to have the street sweeper come in right now, and he's going to follow us from over there. Anyway, so I got in there, and I tell the lady, here's my gift certificate. She's like, oh, okay. She's very, very, very thick Asian accent. And she we barely understood each other. And she's like, okay. And so she's like, would you like this and this? And I was like, all right, give me the full back massage and whatever. She upsold me, which, fine. Whatever, right? Like, I had to pay a little bit more, whatever. But I'm like, I've been going hard on jiu-jitsu. I should treat myself with a little like deep tissue, harder massage. I'm like, let's do this. Sign me up, lady. So I picked the sign. She's like, all right. So she brings me back. We go into this room. It's like kind of really dark in there. And it's like they took a big room and they just put 4 little tiny cubicles kind of things. And there's like a little curtain that opens up when you go in, and then when she goes in, she's like, take off your shirt and then just go face down on this thing. Right?
You're like, right. You're like, I got this. So you flex and rip your shirt off. And the Asian lady's like, oi, hey. Goku, Master Goku.
So anyways, so it's one of those tables that has a hole for your face.
Son Goku.
So I take off my shirt. She leaves the room. I take off my shirt. I go face down that thing, right? And so I walk in.
Then you're like, oh, this is how it feels when I do that to us.
So this lady walks in, and she's like very broken English. Very broken English. And she's just like, she points. I'm an idiot, right? Because I don't know anything because I've never had a massage. And she's like, oh, take off your shoes and your socks too. Like, very broken English. We barely understood each other. Only reason I knew what she was saying is because she was pointing. And she's like, you off. And I was like, okay, fine. I get you. I get what you're saying. So I took off my shoes. I took off my socks, right? And I go back to lay down the thing. And then she like tugs at my pants.
Yeah.
And then she's like, take
your pants off, yo.
And I was like, oh, shit. All right, cool. So I did it. Fine, whatever. It's not a big deal. It wasn't a big deal. I just didn't know. Once again, I've never had a massage. So I was like, fuck it.
Or watch TV.
I'm busy. I'm creating content and apparently doing projects and getting my choke on. You know what I'm saying? I'm choking motherfuckers on my side job.
Oh, okay.
So then I take off my shorts and I get back on the thing. And then she starts like, you know, I have a control issue a bit because I like to know what's going on in my surroundings just in case somebody try to stab me with something, right? So she starts doing the like massage thing, and she puts a sheet over like my underwear area, right, where my underwear would be, and then she like folds it and, you know, covers that area only, and then she starts like squirting some stuff on me. Who knows what the hell it was? Maybe it was like used olive oil. Who knows, man? I don't know. I know it's kind of warm. So she just does a massage thingy, which is kind of cool. It was an hour, right? And so, like, I will say in the beginning, like, I didn't know what to expect. And I was probably a little bit more tense about it than I should have been, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then there was a point where, like, she pulled down the sheet a bit. And then, like, then she, like, pulled down my underwear a bit. And then she tucked the sheet, like, in the underwear. So it's like a quarter of my ass is, like, hanging out. And I'm like, all right.
She's like, you want anal probe?
I'm like, what's that thing they do to dogs? Or they just...
Yeah. Like, you want dildo?
So then, like, there's, like, some massaging. Dude, throughout the massage, there are some things where I'm like, is this normal? But I didn't want to bring it up. Because there's times where, like, she would, like, place her hand on my ass and, like use it or, like, leverage when she's, like, you know, massaging my back or something. And I'm like, is this normal? And I was like, I'm going to assume it is, right?
Well, I mean, a lot of your nerve endings go all the way down there, so yeah.
I guess. I'm going to assume everything was on the up and up.
It's not like she was jerking off your dick under the table, man. Then you would have been like, hey,
I didn't know if that's where it was going to go.
That's not connected to my back. That has nothing to do with my back.
Well, no. All right, hold on. So then, it did a great job on my back. A couple times I was like, I wish we had a better communication between us, because I'm like, you could feel some of the fucking knots I have on my traps. Like, I'm like, just throw your whole weight on those things. If you want to do like a Zangief pile driver on those, go for it. Those need to get broken down a bit. But, so that was fine. And then at some point she started working on like my legs. So then she worked down there for a bit. That was cool, fine, whatever. And then she's like, okay, now turn around. I was like, okay. And so like I'm trying to turn around. And, like, she's, like, trying to make sure the sheet stays on because, you know, I don't know. She wanted just my member just to slide out into the side of the table, right?
Yeah, like, it's already coming out where my knee is.
So there was a time where, like, she started massaging the arms or whatever. That was kind of cool. I was like, all right, just get a little harder on there. Get that elbow in there.
Why
like
you have third leg?
I'm going to call you Horseman.
You mutant? You X-Men?
So, like, I will say, it was a little kind of, like, I'm like, all right, first of all, the sheet you're using.
Paper thin.
I'm like, this paper thin. All right? At this point, this sheet you got going on is giving you the whole situation here, all right? Like...
You need a bigger towel.
It's like a towel from, like, if you go into Starbucks right now and you wash your hands and then you dry your hands with a towel, and the paper towel after it's wet, it just kind of gets pliable and mushy. Yeah, it's like that.
Jeez.
And so at some point she started like massaging like the upper thighs, and I'm just kind of like, it's like the only reason you're able to do this is because you know where everything's at.
I thought you were getting back massage.
But that's my point. My point is that this is like a full body thing. Like you went from the back, and then she did my back of my legs because I was face down, and then I turned around, and then she did my arms and shoulders, my traps, and then my neck and stuff, and then she went on and did like my quads and my whatever, and then she just like look, dude. The reason why she knew where to hit the quads at is because she knew how to get around the anaconda that was just waiting to attack. You know what I'm saying?
Long story short, I got sucked off.
Long story short.
I'm very disturbed by it, but I let it go.
Long story short, dog. Hey,
I'm not gonna
the person
pass
that
it
gave
up.
it to me, I assume they were just trying to hook me up with a happy ending. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, dog.
I came out dehydrated.
Gave me no joke. She actually literally, after she left, she's like, we done. And then she left, and then I got dressed, and she was waiting for me outside with a cup of water.
She knew what's up. She knew her skills. 100-year-old Asian lady.
You know what I'm saying, dog? Experience. There's no substitute for experience, dog.
Nope.
That's my massage story.
Maybe we should go somewhere a little wider next time.
But then they won't dig deep, man. I can't unless they get like a Helga in there. That's gonna, that looks like Brienne of Tarth. That's gonna get in there and just break some muscle tissue down.
Maybe. That's hilarious.
Yeah, man. There was times where she was literally just massaging the top of my ass.
Got a tough ass.
Is that normal?
You have tough ass tissue.
Is it normal?
Yeah, you have tough
guess,
ass tissue. You stand on your ass all day, and then you're rolling around on your ass all day. You have tough ass tissue.
You gotta work that loose, right?
Work it loose.
I guess. And then like at the end when they finish all the muscles, like they do a tapping noise, and she did that tapping noise in my legs up to my ass, and like almost like she was like tapping my ass, and that area was all quiet, and I heard no other tapping in any of the other 4 rooms. So I was like, "Is this normal?"
There you go. Hey, well, it worked out for you. You feel refreshed, don't you?
I'm like, I feel limber like a baby.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's my massage story, man. I guess I'll give massages. Break down that tissue a little bit more. Actually, I thought about going to a chiropractor. Have you ever done that?
I have not.
Thought about doing that. You can go to those places here locally. They're called The Joint, which sounds like a bad place. But anyways, it's called The Joint. And like, it's something like $80 a month or $30 a month. I can't remember what the price is. Somewhere in that range. And you get like 1 adjustment a week. It averages out to like 1 adjustment a week. I mean, if it's beneficial, it seems like it'd be a good idea. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Interesting. I've seen those places. I assumed.
So that same motherfucker again. I was like, Jesus, seriously?
No, just some dude who I thought was going to pass the red light. No, it's interesting.
So, all right, so I got a question for you, dog.
What?
Now, be honest.
No, they turn off the water.
Oh, they turn off the sprinklers.
They're probably going to leave soon.
That just means that that the sound might be better. You guys are like, were you guys in a dust storm of some sort or some sort of?
That's the only problem with sitting right here. Probably have to sit over there next time.
Overall, though, without jinxing this, knock on wood, this has been the quietest spot we've been left alone.
Yeah, dude, we're in a good part of town, man. Nobody's
used to hearing like cream pie and dirty massage stories here.
That was the most family-friendly massage story ever. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're like, I was expecting for you to be like, and then she reached over and started doing long strokes. You know what I'm saying?
She was twisting it like a salt and pepper shaker.
You know what I'm saying? She was having to hold it like Trunks holds a sword.
Yeah. She was like, you're like, I want you to twist it like a salt and pepper shaker over Thanksgiving dinner. Just like that. Just like that. Or a pepper grinder. There you go. Like a pepper grinder.
All right. Yeah, man. So that's my massage story.
Hey,
so
like that dude got the boat.
How come we don't have a boat? Dude, it'd be awesome to do a boat podcast. Boatcast.
I think everywhere would be awesome to do it.
Boatcast.
You're like, in Iraq would be cool to do one.
Yeah, why not? We'll interview some people in Iraq while we're there. We'll be like, hey, sir, have you killed anybody? Yes. Tell me about it. How'd you feel afterwards? How do you feel about it right now? Do you care? Are you sleeping well?
Very. All right, go ahead. Ask me a question.
Okay. So you're dating this girl. You're on a date with this girl, right?
Right.
And she is working out real well. You guys are working out real well. It's kind of, you guys are hitting it off. And she's like, all right, well, let's go back to my place.
Okay.
And you're like, okay. And you go back to her place, and then just stuff starts getting hot and heavy. And you're like, oh, man, this is getting crazy. You're like, I think we'll get at it, right? We're gonna get a little something, a little action going on here. And then you kind of get naked and you get in bed. And then the girl's got, like, I'm going to say it right as these girls are walking out of Starbucks.
Yeah, I'd say.
And then you realize that she's got a very meaty situation going on. If you know what I'm saying.
Oh my God. Is that what you just said?
That's exactly what I said. Like, it's a weird kind of, it's a weird meaty situation.
Pass that red light.
Why are you concerned, dog? Did no accidents happen? Mind your business. You didn't hear nothing.
So it's a very meaty situation. How meaty?
How can I describe it? It's very meaty.
Looks like a roast beef sandwich.
Yes.
Hilarious.
Well, you said it, so the situation is yes.
Okay.
Now, as a guy,
Mm-hmm.
Is that a deal breaker for you? Uh-oh. 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 Is it loud? We're doing a podcast. Police are coming. The police are coming. Go, go, go. Oh, I didn't hear an alarm. What happened to the alarm?
Well, we have a minute.
Oh, yeah, you got plenty of time.
Yeah, you would think.
We'll test it out right now. We'll break podcast.
What's a podcast?
It's like I'm trying to think of. It's like a radio show. We'll like talk about stuff.
You're not talking right now.
Oh, we're doing it right now. Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hi, a minute?
Sure. You want to get it?
Yeah. Hi. I don't know what to say. What do you say on a podcast?
We talk about a lot of different things.
Yeah? What do you guys mainly talk about?
A lot of different things. So we'll go anything from just current stuff that we're doing and to really inappropriate stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can I listen?
Here I still have some of the stickers.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah. I warn you now, though, it's not
No, dude.
I warn you now.
It's not family friendly.
Do you guys ever listen to the morning sickness show?
Yes, I
It's a
do.
fun show. Thank you. Yes, that's awesome. That's so
Yeah, you could just like scan it. It'll take you to the channel.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No
What's your
problem.
name?
Jonathan,
Jonathan.
nice to
And
meet
then
you.
Ruben.
Ruben.
I'm Taylor.
Ah, nice to meet you guys.
Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You guys have a great time.
You
Ah, you
too.
too.
So, I didn't hear an alarm, by the way. This isn't armed. Let's go in and make some coffee. I don't believe this alarm is happening.
I didn't hear any like.
Back in my first job, they would set the alarm, and it was a loud alarm. Like it was like a bomb's about to be dropped off in the 1970s. Like choo 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 choo, and then you'd know it was armed.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't hear like anything either. So I'm assuming they did it right.
Maybe they have a silent alarm. I don't know.
So they are working like the one at my dad's. It's like you have 1 minute before the alarm activates. My dad's like, get the fuck out. I'm like, I'm over here in the corner. He's like, get the fuck out. What'd I say?
I would want something that would talk to me. Like if I broke into it, it'd be like, excuse me, what are you doing here? You need to get out now. And then as a thief, you'd be like, is that an alarm or is there somebody in here? I better get out. I don't know.
Is that what you say? Is there somebody in here? Is there?
Yeah,
somebody
because
in
the
here?
reality is if you break into something,
Is there somebody in here?
if you break into something and somebody's like, get out, you're not supposed to be in here, and you just didn't see anybody, would you just keep looking around for somebody?
Yeah.
You would? I
I'd be like,
would,
"Who
because
said
I'm
that?"
like, I'm assuming they've already like
I'm like, did you break in here before me?
I'd assume the police is already coming. That would already deter some people, I would think. Unless you got a really shitty speaker system and it's like, you need to get out of here. Danger, Will Robinson. Nobody's going to get that reference.
I say, so first you want an alarm that talks like a vampire. And if not, you want it like the 1950s robot.
Yes. Oh, they're going to hit each other. Oh, dude, they were about to hit each other.
If you're hearing this, you're fine drivers.
Sorry, ladies, if you're hearing this.
You're fine drivers. You guys did not almost.
But
hit
you were
each
about
other.
to hit each
You were
other,
about
no
to
joke.
hit each other. No joke.
So, anyways, back to my point. Before I said that highly inappropriate question while these girls were walking out. So, they're going to listen to this podcast. They're going to listen to this podcast and be like,
So
Oh
these
my
guys
God.
are banned here.
you're right. They're going to be like, we just interrupted their meaty situation story.
That's why we can't have new listeners.
This is why we can't be in public places when we're having podcasts. But anyways,
We have to go to.
we're going to we got to go to that bar, the brewery place.
Oh,
That brewery place.
That's a public place.
So, there's bikers in there. They don't care. They'll laugh at our stuff.
There's bikers in the.
Yeah. Remember we drove by it one time before
next week.
there was
Af-
bikers there.
After this, we should head over there, see what kind of.
Oh, yeah, we can do that right now. Yeah. What time they close, do you know?
Look it up.
We'll look it up. Anyways.
All right.
So,
So I say
long story short,
we're deep in this conversation.
we're deep in it, dog. We can't go back now.
We can't go back.
So,
It's like when
it's a meaty situation.
It's like when you're in Jurassic Park. You got to walk through.
You
got to
go through it, dog. It's
We're
already
in
going
it.
on.
We're going. All right, keep going.
So you taking off her pants, getting a little crazy. The lights stayed on for some weird reason because usually women turn off in the beginning.
Roast beef for some reason.
So is that a turnoff?
How dark is it?
Wow. Okay. Does that matter?
Does it?
Does
No,
it matter?
I'm
like,
just saying. I'm just
if it's
trying to
roast
say-
beef, you're like no. But if it's ham, you're okay.
Dude, that's horrible.
Dude, the girls that were listening to this that just got on this podcast are gonna be like, "All right, I can't do this."
All right.
Sorry, ladies.
In all,
Sorry, ladies. I did warn you by saying we talk about some inappropriate shit from the
listen,
get-go.
in all, like realistness.
Honesty, honesty.
There you go, honestly.
That's
there
what
you
you're
go.
looking for.
I might be crashing a bit after my super hypeness. First thing, I brought up roast beef because we're across from a Subway.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's why you brought it up.
Well, I looked at it and I was like, roast beef? They have roast beef sandwiches, I don't think.
And the reason I bring this question up is because this question was brought up to me before, and I was thinking about it, and so I got to bring it up to you.
I think we sent memes back and forth a few times about this too.
Yeah.
In all honesty, I don't think dudes care.
So how bad?
Dude, I'm in a dry spell right now. I don't give a fuck.
I love the honesty.
Give
You're
a
like, I don't give a fuck.
Oh fuck.
you're like it could be like Batman's wings. I don't give a shit.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I love the honesty though.
Hey, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't give a fuck.
And the reason this came up is because I was talking to somebody who has I don't even know if I should be saying this because I don't know if they listen to the podcast. Long story short, I've heard of somebody who had a situation like this and they were kind of self-conscious about it. And I think I want to talk a little bit more about it because I think you're in the right mindset. I think most guys don't give a fuck. So I think as a woman, you should probably not be as self-conscious about it. Okay, let me ask you this. Are you more hesitant to go down on a girl if she's got that situation going on? Oh, I see a little stuttering there. I see a little hesitation.
Well, I mean,
I got you.
No. The thing I was gonna say is,
Look at you. You got nothing, dog.
No,
I cornered you. I cornered you.
I'm trying to word it right.
Uh-huh.
Like, once again,
You're like Confucius once told me.
no, look.
Because you can't come up with anything. I got espresso in my nose cavities now.
Look, it probably doesn't matter. If you're going to go down on her or not, it probably doesn't matter. That's probably not going to affect your decision either. You're probably just a greedy person who does not go down on her no matter what it looks like.
You think that's the situation?
Yeah. Like me, I'm not selfish. I'll go down on you for 90 minutes.
You're like, I'll hold my breath if I need to.
Well, I have an oxygen tank ready.
You're like, I'll teach you how to resuscitate me just in case. Oh, shit. Well, dog, that was my question of the week, man. That was my my situation, and I was curious because look, we're all built differently. We all got different bodies, and I think some women are self-conscious about it, and I think I like to give the women some closure and maybe some benefit of the doubt for the gentleman that it doesn't really matter. I mean, ultimately, guys are gonna be guys, and especially if a guy's really into you and he really cares about you, I think he'll care less for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. But the only thing that really makes me think is like, would guys be more hesitant if you gotta clear some space? You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think so. I think if you're down for it, you're down for it no matter what.
That makes sense. And let's face it, I mean, the first time around, you're probably drunk anyway, so who gives a fuck?
Drunk anyways.
I'm hearing a lot of turbo sounds. A lot of blow-off valves.
The street's calling you, son.
The streets are calling me, dude. I was telling you, what the fuck is that thing?
What?
Is that a cricket? I'm going to hope that's a cricket. That's too big of a be a spider. Under that leg over there. Anyways.
Comes over here, I'm jumping this fence.
I bet you are. So, where I was telling you earlier how I saw a car and I got the itch to want to build a car, but I need a big enough garage to do it, man. I'm telling you, I would still want a 1976, maybe a little older, maybe a little younger, whatever, like a 240Z, and drop like an SR20 in it, good 400 horsepower roll cage. That's all I need, man. 400 horsepower on a car with virtually no weight to it. That's like the flash speed waiting to happen. That's all I need. That's all I need for happiness. That's all I need, dog.
That's all you need.
And I can wander on at night with the lights off.
Like I don't
in the
need
mountain
friends or
roads.
family or anything. Just
That's
this
all I
car to
need.
keep me warm at night.
Winter's coming. That's probably why I'm getting the itch, because I know winter's coming and turbos just sing
How
in the
is
weather.
that going to help you against the White Walkers?
I would just plow through them. I'll get a really nice front end, like those cop SUVs that just are just to ram through shit, and I'll just find the Night King and I'll just run through him. Boom, war's ended. There, thank you, Jon Snow. Or you should be thanking me. How about that? How about that, Jon Snow?
Is your front end made out of, what is it, dragon glass, whatever?
My front end will be made. Well, it'll be steel, but I'll put some dragon glass around it.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
How are you on time?
we're done, dog. We're done.
Done?
Yeah, we're done.
Damn.
Yeah.
There you go.
I want to apologize to possibly the new female listeners who just said hello on the podcast that you probably were not prepared for my question to Ruben. And for those of you that have been listening to this podcast for a while, you should know better. You know what this is about. Don't swing your head back and forth like you're disappointed in me. You know what this
already know
podcast
what's
is about. You already knew what this is
You
about.
know why I'm here.
All right. I'm sure I maybe did some inappropriate thing with the title, so you knew what you were getting yourself into.
You knew why we're here.
Yeah. So
You
why
know what
are
this
you
was.
looking at me like that? Don't look at me like that.
Don't
I'm not going to be self-conscious.
Don't act like it's the first time we did this.
This is not the first time we've done this. We do this every week. All right. And
You're-
for those of you that got a brand to maintain, all right, too fucking bad.
I didn't want your furniture anyways. Your furniture was shit.
Oh
I can
shit!
buy better furniture at IKEA.
Oh damn! It's fucking throwing salt in the wound.
I can buy the Vouvageur. It will support all my supplies I need. It will last for years.
Be a family heirloom, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
It was probably also made by a woman, but you know what? It'll last forever. Yours will not.
Oh shit! All right, dog. So what's your week goal? Like next time when we do a podcast, are you gonna come in here with some fire perler beads? Or are you gonna come in here with like a
Oh, yeah.
Like
I'll
a-
come in with a few designs.
like a Morgan? Like you're gonna give me like a Morgan from Street Fighter versus Capcom 2 doing the big cannon blast?
We will work our way up to that.
Okay.
That's-
Are you gonna give me like a stone Tanuki? Like a
That might be
like a
possible.
gray stone Tanuki?
That might be possible.
Okay. Gotta work our way up, dog. And then the week after that, I want like a translation of a panel from a Dragon Ball anime converted into perler beads.
We'll see.
Or I'll give you the option. I'll give you the option of the Motivated Results logo, the white samurai version in perler beads. And I'll be nice. If you do that in a big version, I'll buy you the fucking beads. All you need to do is buy you white and black.
I need the backings.
I want to get on eBay right now. Right now, I'll get on, not on eBay, on Etsy, and on Craigslist. I'm gonna get you like 40,000 of those square things. Fuck it.
40,000 of them?
I'm gonna get you like a wall full, dog. You're gonna be like, you want that Shenron, huh? Here we go. I'm gonna get this started for you. Get you an Etsy shop.
We'll work our way up.
I'm gonna get you a Perler Be
Got a few
God
things.
Etsy account. Anyways,
We'll
all right,
start
ladies
a
and
few
gentlemen.
things. We'll see. We'll work our way up.
All right, hope so. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know the normal business. Links to our social stuff down below. Your Instagram, my other channel. I got jujitsu videos on there. Jujitsu, where I be getting choked out by people, and occasionally choke people out. I link your YouTube channel, but you haven't done anything with that in since Noah built a boat. And then my email, just in case you got questions about, whatever. Maybe you had some horribly dumb mistakes happen when you asked the guy out last weekend and he just never called you back. Or maybe like you were like an asshole and you told the girl that you were going to be at a restaurant and like you weren't there and you just stood her up, whatever, or vice versa, because you know you girls do shit like that too. So whatever your decisions are, send me an email and we'll talk about it on the podcast. Give you a shout out if you want it. If you don't, I get it. You make bad decisions and so do I, and so I wouldn't want a shout out for that either. So all that stuff's down below, and once again, drop these every Monday. Any last words for these fine savages, dude?
No, I think we peaked on the roast beef story though.